Hi, it's Brenda. Welcome to my channel, the Empress and the Sun Tarot. We just do not disturb on. Um, Welcome to the channel. We are going to start with a general energy update, and then we will get into some questions. We hope everyone is doing well. Celia was like, we're going to do today. Obviously, we're going to talk about Chiron because she has the paper setting right there. So clearly, we will be talking about Chiron today. We hope everyone is doing really well. Just had to make sure my sound's off. So we got that going. We hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Thank you for joining us. We're just going to get settled for a second. We are going to be using the Sacred Destiny Oracle for the general reading. This is one of our favorites. We love it's got the beach scene there on the back with the water and the ocean and the sun, and just a very powerful energy we feel in those cards. So he says we're using them today. So we hope everyone is having a good day. This is this is just a general energy update for today. Please just take whatever resonates and leave the rest. It is a general reading, so it may just be one line that applies to you, or maybe the whole reading. Just you have to feel in your intuition and that space in your gut. Is this a message for you? And she said they're ready to talk, so here we go. Clearly, we're kind of excited to see the reading because we get the card of adventure, and then she said we get the card of voyage. We also get the card of flexibility. So sometimes we're never in control. And it's about learning that we're not in control. And we get the card of love. So definitely we feel a message of love, that it is an adventure and it is a voyage, and you really have to be flexible about it, because we are going through a gateway right now, a brand new energy. We're going to use the Light Seers Tarot from Chris Ann as well, and you're going to, she's like, move it over. So we are also using the Light Seers deck from Chris Ann today as well. We love all of those cards. We're going to use the Romance Angels and the Angel Answers card. The Romance Angels are a Dorian Virtue card, and the Angel Answers are Radley Valentine. So she likes when we give credit to the creators. And we're also going to be using our Celia deck, of course. So he's like, of course we're going to use our deck. So for guidance. So we're just going to see what is the current energy. We split that where she tells us. And the current energy is the Three of Pentacles. And Three of Pentacles is about having a contract with people, working with community, working with groups, working with others. A lot of times I see that as the card of me and Dave and Celia working together. And sometimes, one of those energies is pulled back. And honestly, if one of them's pulled back, everybody else just has to kind of take the slack up. In that time, we are a team. And in any group or any environment, when there are multiple people working together, it's a team. And sometimes some people have to put more effort in than the other because somebody's working on learning something new. So as they're working on learning that new, have patience with them. The foundation is the Five of Cups, which we feel like they're learning how to heal their heart, how to change their focus, how to not focus on the negative and move towards what they're really wanting. We feel like the other person is kind of, has their energy pulled back. Maybe dark night of the soul. Dark night of the soul, Celia says. So the the immediate future or immediate past card is the Stars. So healing has been going on. This person has pulled their energy back because they're doing this healing, and that is opening that new gateway. We are not always in control of how things happen. We have to plant the seeds of what we want, and then that's our part. Step one, we decide what we want. Step two, source. Abraham says it all the time. We are not in control of step two. Source does it. He planted the seeds. God is doing the rest. It's like you just have to have faith that everything's happening in the divine timing. And it is. Things are growing. Things are changing, even if you don't see it. This gateway's coming because you know what? 1010 is coming. That's right at the beginning. Pluto comes out of retrograde. A couple of days later, we have the new moon in Libra. And we have a solar eclipse. I believe it is. I feel like solar eclipse. On that day. So it is a gateway that's coming. Are you prepared? That's like a week away. So he's like, that's a week away, the 10th, today is the 3rd. So it's going to bring you to a brand new way of thinking. Like today, Celia's like every day. Normally, Dave and I, we get up and we go hot tub and have our coffee in the hot tub. And last night, Celia's like, stay inside in the morning, drink lots of water. For some reason, she's like encouraging us to stay in today. So I told Dave, I'm staying in. I went outside for a few minutes to try to ground, and it was just the funkiest energy. So back in I came. Dave left, came back, said the same thing. So sometimes we're a week or two ahead on that energy. So no, there's big change going on right now. So make sure you're drinking plenty of water. We feel like there is a definite heart chakra activation going on. And as you're having that heart chakra activation, you're going to treat people in a different manner. You're going to come from a more heart-centered place and come from a place of love. Instead of, a place of the 5 of Cups, which is sadness, judgment, miscommunication, misunderstanding. It's just not a good time. But look, she's got a really good ball right there in her hand. All she's got to do is decide to pick it up and go with it. I mean, honestly, she's got that one and she's got the other one. The 3 are trying to go down the drain. So let the energy of the past go. Say, thank you for the lessons. Thank you for the blessings. I'm ready to surrender that energy and I'm ready to walk through a new gateway into something better, a new adventure. The voyage is coming. This is something we signed up for. It's coming. You have to just step out and have faith in source that it's going to take you right where you want to go. And we feel like where you want to go is love. And, as you come from a place of your heart and grow your self-love, all you're going to bring back is such a loving, peaceful environment for yourself, which is what we're all trying to heal. Some people are thinking, you had your heart broken. Why would you, why are you happy? Aren't you heartbroken? And you know what? I'm happy regardless. That didn't work out. Whatever, things come around when they're meant to come around. And just know that it is a time of healing this. Let this shit go. Let it go. It's not serving you at all. Like, she's like, those 3 cups right there are trying to go down the drain. They are the past. They are not relevant anymore. They're only relevant if you choose to keep living in that cycle. Because you know what? Right now is a place where you can come and say, everything that happened before was a reference point. I release all judgment. And when you're having judgment on somebody, realize it and say, is that feeling coming from my heart? And if it's not, you know what? Let it go. It's the ego. And that doesn't serve you. And the hopes and fears card is the King of Cups. Are you ready to bring in that love that's balanced, that's centered, that's grounded, that's healed, that's ready? The love you've been trying to manifest all this time. You've been working on it. You know what? Now is the time. As you become more heart-centered, your twin, your person that's meant to come into your life is going to mirror that energy. They're going to have it. If it's a twin, even more. Like, that's the biggest lesson, is finding the balance of that and gaining the clarity and knowing when to be in your head and when to be in your heart. And you know what? If you're having a thought that's, like, he's getting a lot of messages from being in nature. So I think it's inviting you to do that. Spend some time in nature. There's definitely just masculine energy here. So as you're healing it, she's like, the water is still feminine energy. As you're healing it, you're going to get somebody that's at that same level as you. They're both kings sitting there. You know what? Are you ready to be in that highest vibration of the feminine energy and of the masculine? As you find the balance of yourself with that, your person's going to have that very same thing. Underlying energy, the King of Wands, the Page of Wands, the World, and the High Priestess, with the underlying energy being the Four of Swords, which is definitely about healing The king that's missing here is the king of pentacles. The king here in the physical, the one that's, whole and healed. He's good father material, good husband material. Are you ready for that? Are you ready to bring that in? Because now is the opportunity when you take the inspired action to follow the guidance and the messages. You're getting messages every day. Are you following them? Like yesterday when I told Dave, Celia said, stay inside and drink extra water tomorrow. You know what? Celia's given us enough guidance on so many other things. Dave's like, are you sure? And I'm like, yeah, I got enough guidance from her. I'm pretty clear. This is her message. This is what I'm going to do. You can do what you want to do, but I'm doing what I'm guided to do. And I followed my inspired action. And you know what? As I do that, that just strengthens my connection to Celia. So we are going to get some cards for guidance from Celia. So the cards that came out are the sun activation, which has been some time in the sun. She says not today, though, because that was the last card. She's like, not today. So maybe tomorrow got in the sun, but for some reason today she's saying stay out, stay inside today. You're getting a star activation, which is the stars are activating you to reclaim a part of yourself. And you get the card of be open to receive. Thank you, Source, for the blessings and favors flowing into your life. And you know what they are? Through this connection. Are you listening to your gut? Are you following your inner guidance? Because something new is trying to come in for you. It's a new opportunity. You just have to be open to receive it, which means being in that feminine energy, which also means lean back. Give them some space to miss you. If you are not pulling your energy back and focused on mission, you know what? They feel you. And a man doesn't want to be pursued. Nothing personal, but that masculine energy does not like to be pursued. It likes to be the pursuer. So the best way to be pursued is to pull your energy back. When you have somebody thinking about you, you feel it. And you know what? You can feel that. And the masculine can feel it too. So I feel like it's just asking right now, just pull your energy back. Be in the feminine energy of receiving. I know we are so not taught to be in that let's be. Just be. Take some time to be. Take some time to do the healing work. And that's what it's calling for you to do now. And the Temperance card is under there. So call in your angels. Listen to the guidance. They're trying to guide you every step of this journey. That's why Celia told me that. Dave's like, are you going to listen? I'm like, absolutely. She's been right about so many other things. Recently, she had us get out of the hot tub. We walked out front. Somebody was trying to take Dave's sawhorses. We had vegetables there we were trying to give away that we've grown extra. And yeah, somebody saw them and thought that meant they could take the sawhorses. So we had divine timing because we got out like in the middle of the hot tub cycle, which is not something I normally do, but I followed the CeliaGuidance and Celia said, time to go. So we went and it was just the right time. The other day we had a circumstance and I listened to what Celia said and right then it didn't appear right. But you know what? A day or two later it turned back around and you know what? Celia was 1000% right, just like always. So, and I followed her guidance when she told me the first time. So listen to your guide, you feel that initially in that gut feeling, ask, say, I want to be connected. I want guidance. I ask my guides, my angels, my spirit team to be with me and to show me they're with me. And as they're with you, you're going to feel that completely. Are you ready? So that was the daily energy update. The energy is strong today. Celia's really encouraging. Drink extra water today. Strongest message of the day from her. Drink extra water today. As we have our water right here. So we would like to thank Shirley and Jolie for joining. As you come in, if you could please just say hi. Let us know where you're from, maybe. What are you up to? And then we will go from there. I hear so. We are going to play the throat and the heart chakra. It's the high heart and the throat. Must be working. I hear Dave coughing, so he is in the house. Just clearing the energy in the room. Still going. I feel like there's definitely a lot of strong energy today. I hope everyone is doing well. Hi, Em. How are you? Guess that throat chakra is really working for me too. How are you doing? Do you have a question? Would you like a general? What are you up to today? Apparently, Celia's ready to begin. Just want to clear the energy a little bit. And thank you for liking and subscribing. Welcome to the channel. I channel messages from my guide Celia, which is my connection to Source, the Divine Mother we found out recently. And Celia means heavenly. So we are given guidances. We have our own deck, which Celia said we're using. So I am doing well. What are you having grief from? What kind of grief? We're also going to tell you we are a medium. So we also sometimes channel messages from those on the other side. Because we're just going to tell you there is no death. We transition out of the physical body, but our souls are everlasting. We just go back to the light until we decide to reincarnate. There really is no death. Literally, normally if I'm in my office, you can hear my chimes out back. They're not gone. Honestly, if you get in a higher vibration, like meditate, you can actually get messages. Like my mom rings one chime that we have out there, specifically my mom. I have another one that Celia rings. When my dad's around, he passed last year. I drink iced tea like it's crazy. I never ever drank iced tea. My dad passed, and now like if his energy is around me, I crave iced tea. It's the craziest thing. Dave, my husband, his father passed last year. When his dad's around, I belch. Craziest thing. I never used to. When Celia had a message, it was a cute little one hiccup. And then Dave's dad passed and had a stomach thing. So now I belch. So just as a way to remind Dave that his dad's around. There really, really, really is no death. Like, honestly, those people are right around you. Like, ask for a sign. Like, somebody's probably trying to get your attention. Normally, if you're feeling them, it's probably because they're more around you and you don't even realize it. Ask for a sign. Like, seriously, just ask. Like, sometimes I get bluebirds, like blue jays, as messengers. So somebody is probably trying. You found me so I could tell you. Because everybody has this ability. It's about just getting in that connection and really getting in the headspace of they're not gone. They left the physical. They're with the light in a better place. So no, honestly, there is no death. We transition out of a physical body into light, like totally around you. Energy is around you. That they are around you. But there really is no death. Like, honestly, and honestly, because I channel people sometimes if there is a strong enough message that needs to come through, just when I'm doing it. So, and we're going to get some cards for you. And actually, Celia says we're going to use the angel cards for you because they are around you and they would be trying to communicate. Like, I have some girlfriends that have passed away, and sometimes I can feel their energy around me. And, one of them, I know her daughter, and when she's around me, I'm like, okay, your daughter needs a little extra. So I like feel the guidance to do that. So just know that, especially if you meditate, would be the best thing. But no, there is no death. They're like just out of the physical into pure they're like pure positive light now. I mean, like, truly, that's all we're working to go anyway. You get the cards of abundance, and you get the card of it's up to you. Which for me, she's like, look at those pictures. It's about if you decide to be open to that energy, they're right there. Like, they're both right there. Like, two energies right there. Two, like, and then you get the card of ask your angels and the card of take action. So the guidance we're being is like meditate. So he's like meditate and talk to them. Talk to them like they're right there, and they will give you a sign to show you they are near you. Like when my dad passed, my nieces saw butterflies. So me and Dave see butterflies all the time. He's always like, "Oh, there's your dad," and I'm like, "Yep," and here's my iced tea. Like, but like, ask for a sign that they're like right there. They're going to guide you. They're the best guides you can have for the amount of love they have for you in the physical. For what they'll do for you in the non-physical is amazing. So just, she said we're also going to grab you a couple tarot cards. But apparently you got a real good channel message too. The Five of Cups, which is about thinking something's lost. You can't find something that you think is lost. And you know what? They aren't lost. Ask for them. They are there. Like, there's the Three of Cups. That's the community. Come together. Go outside under the stars and talk to them. Like, always right there. Always with you. Trying to help you find some personal abundance. So listen to whatever guidance they give you. But you got to meditate. So we hope that helps, Emma. Good luck. And hi, Elin. How are you doing today? Hi, Andrea. Hi, Ritu. And we hope everyone is doing well. And Ela, we're going to get a card for you. So you think we're going to use our deck, and then we'll get you some tarot. And Elin, you get the card of abundance, which is look around you and see the abundance pouring into your life. And the card of be confident, smile, shine your light. There's only one you. And you get the card of personal karma, which is the karma you brought into this life and the karma you accumulate daily. We came in saying we would work on this and this and this. And a lot of those you can find in your birth chart. So if you can look at your birth chart, it's going to tell you where your karma is. Look where Saturn is. Look where your Capricorn. Look what's in the 10th house. Those are your Chiron are kind of clues to where your karma is. And then you get the card of please hold, upgrade in progress. Take some time to nurture yourself. But look at like the patterns, because normally like we follow into those, some of those follow to a little like a generational, like I was the only one in my family to ever be divorced. Like something different than the pattern. I didn't just stay in something I was unhappy in. Yes. Oh, good. Like that's going to give you the confidence to really heal. We feel like the karma is the abundance and the confidence that goes with that. But that upgrade is going to really do a lot for you. You get the card of, are you going to be by water? Any water there? Because we get the Queen of Cups and she's like, definitely in the emotions and feeling her emotions. And, she's like sitting in her emotions. So if you have some feelings of the past that come up while you're on your program, sit with those. Like if something comes up and you feel a little trigger, like something annoys you or something, stop and be like, hold on. When have I had this feeling before? When's the first time I actually remember having the feeling? And like really sit with the feeling of it. And once you sit with the feeling of it, you're like, okay, when this happens, I feel this way. Okay. And how do I react? A lot of times we just don't say nothing. We put our emotions in and we store that energy and we just hold on to it. And then, what happens? It comes back around to fester again. So we can figure out how we have to talk about it. So as you feel the feelings of it, like it's going to do so much healing for you that that's part of the karma of feeling the feelings and being able to feel it, to be able to take the inspired action you receive from it. You know what? I feel the feeling of it. Next time, what action do I want to take instead? Next time, I'm going to stand up for myself. Next time, I'm just going to be authentically me and speak my truth. I'm sorry. This is how this makes me feel. Actually, don't say I'm sorry. Just say, this is how this makes me feel. Like, take the action of what would you like to do instead? When that cycle comes around again, because it will do it. That's how everything works in a cycle. When it comes back, how would you like to do it instead? And when you do it that way, you break the cycle of the karma. And that's going to give you a lot more choices and opportunity and clear away a lot of the confusion that's been going on and really open up some new communication for something that you've wanted but kind of held yourself back from. So, Evelyn, are you thinking about going into coaching? Are you thinking about doing that as a profession? Because you know what Celia says? Teach what you learn. That is what will bring you the abundance. You have to have confidence. That's what you're supposed to do. That's your karma to teach it. Like we are supposed to teach what we learn. And when you figure out how to break the pattern and be like, oh, hold on. Well, I felt the feelings of it. Hold on. I did this. I went back. I thought about, when was the first time I felt this? Like Celia had me do a whole process. When I get it, like when something upsets me, she used to have me journal so much, how does this make me feel? When have I felt this way before? When is the first time I felt this? Because normally there are cycles and patterns. And a lot of times you can look through your through the birth chart. And then we're going to get a couple cards for the underlying energy, which is that Emperor energy, which is that stability, the Queen of Wands, which is being able to stand in your power. Look, the King of Cups. And the Three of Wands, which is wish fulfillment. And the underlying energy is the Five of Cups. So it's about healing the past, healing these feelings. Because you know what? There's still 2 cups right there. Pick up, walk away, go do something different. And she said, Chiron's sitting here on the table for a reason. So, Elin, do you know where your Chiron is? But you got to start feeling the feelings. Like, we feel like when something happens, you kind of just stuff it down. And we know that because everything is a reference point. So I've done all this stuff that we always talk about. We can talk about it because I've had the reference point of it. And you know what? I've had the reference point of it. So now I can teach it, which is what it's asking you to do as well. So, and really focus on when have you felt that before and like trace it back to like the earliest time when you could feel that. Yeah. Best thing you could do, like that will help you, like, and journal about it. When you have something that you notice is like, oh, this has taken me out of my absolute happiness. And yes, childhood, Chiron. Chiron is the first time it happens is between 0 and 7. Like we get that from the very beginning. Like, and then that cycle just repeats itself over and over again. And that's part of what you got to heal. And when it happens and it's our parents, you know what? Forgive them for they know not what they do because they were just doing their part of the contract to give you the wound in this lifetime. You signed up. I want to do this mission. I want to heal this. So you know what you got to do? You got to heal it. So yay, heal it. And then as you teach it, that's going to bring you so much abundance. Like that is the upgrade you're going through right now. And you get the card under that of ask your angels and awaken your heart. And I'll just tell you, as you're going through a heart chakra activation, dark night of the soul, that makes you feel everything. We recently listened to something, and that will bring you all the reciprocity you need to where there is no third party. It's reciprocal. Like, you won't feel like you're begging for breadcrumbs from somebody. Somebody will come at you truly in this space of, this is a lot of passion and love. And you know what? This is a lot of passion and love. Masculine and feminine, balanced energy. So we hope that helps, Elin. Celia says we miss doing these readings. So we love to. So, and everything for a reason. So there was a reason. So apparently, yeah, it's working on your karma. Look where your Chiron is. Celia's always about the Chiron. It is the key symbol because it is the key. She's like, it's the key. That's there. It's there for a reason. So you are very welcome. We hope you have a wonderful coaching event. And good luck with it. Make sure you meditate, Celia says. And your words are powerful. Speak what you want. Like, speak from your heart on what you want and honestly feel those feelings and let them go. And it'll change your whole life. Truly. So, much love. So, we would like to thank everyone for joining us today. We've been talking to Elin for a minute. So, whoever's here, just say, hey, hi, Paula. I have my chat a little bigger because my computer's a little bit away so I can see. So, I don't have a ton of messages. So, hey, Andrea, how are you doing? Hey. Hi, Dave. Everybody check out Dave's channel, Big Wave Sound Therapy. He is uploading some singing bowls. And I will just say Dave did so much in activating me that we totally encouraged him to do it because it did so much for me. So anybody watching, check out Big Wave Sound Therapy and look at Dave's video. He's posting new content. regularly now. So, we are getting cards for Paula because we saw Paula's question. And Paula, you get the cards of chemistry, which is there's a strong magnetic connection here. And you get the card of very soon. Clearly decide what you want so it comes to you now. And you get the card of reconciliation. So we feel like he's going to come back around. And we're going to grab you a couple of... You are absolutely welcome. Dave literally did so much for me with the sound stuff. It changed my life. So if you want something that's really gonna help you spiritually progress, I would listen to Dave's stuff like on the regular. So Paula, you get the cards of the Three of Wands, which is personal wish fulfillment. You also get the card of the Hierophant, which can definitely be about marriage. Or a commitment or movement towards that energy. You just literally have to decide what you want, and it's going to come towards you. And you know, Celia's always about write it down. Write the story of how you would like it to be. And then say, okay, this is what I want. Burn it. I would go out and make sure you have some water. But burn it. Put it into the ethers. And trust that Source is going to bring your wish right back to you. Because it's going to happen. Like all the cards are here to say definitely. Like coming back towards you. Quickly. But on both of those, it was like you have to make the choice on it. So say what you want. Where do you want to be with this person in a year? Like our words are so powerful. We just really have no idea. Honestly. And Andrea, we're going to get a card for you. Before we even get a card, Celia says the law of attraction. You get what you think about. So wouldn't be focusing on that. But we're going to use the angel answers because they have some definite yes or no energy cards. So and Andrea, you get the cards of remain positive. So Celia's like, you get what you focus on. So honestly, you want to know what happened with me? I'm going to tell you. And you get the card of ask others for help. That's why we're going to tell you. Me and Dave really, really connected. One day I come in and I just felt like Dave was keeping something from me. And I was like, Dave, what's going on? You know, and I was just like all over. I'm like, I know there's something. I feel it like energetically. I feel like you're hiding something. I'm like, I know. And so then he turns around and he says, well, don't you want to marry me? And I said, well, you know I do. And so then he hands me a ring. That was my proposal because I felt the energy. And instead of me trying to be positive about it, I blurted out my mouth like I always do. The energy I feel, like I'm like authentically whatever energy I feel. I'm like, I feel like you're keeping something from me. What is it? And then he's like, here's your engagement ring. So that's what I got. So sometimes if somebody's keeping something from you, it doesn't always have to be something bad. Sometimes we get surprises. So I was meant to tell you, like, as soon as I saw that and like that, so you like, everything is a reference point. Like literally everything is such a reference point. Like everybody doesn't believe that, but everything that ever happens to you is a reference point for a later part of your life to be like, oh, this, oh, that. Like, and now when something happens today where it's like reference point, it's just a reference point, and it's the focus of that. Like, what are you getting out of it? But meditate, write down what you want. Where do you want to be in a year? But just because he's hiding something doesn't mean it's necessarily something bad. You get the Ace of Wands, the Two of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. And maybe he's just focused on work or doing something else or something that's work related, the Eight of Pentacles. Like, we just feel like he's just focused on work. It's a time to give you time to focus on you. What do you need to work on? I would have bet it's meditation. As like, she's like on the nose. So as she had me do that. So Andrea, work on your meditation a little bit and focus on you and pull your energy back. And you want to know what that's going to make him do? Lean in. Because you know what? Right now, he's focused on something else. You know what that's made you do? Lean forward, which you know what makes him do? Lean back. So advice of the day, lean back. Be in your feminine energy. Meditate. That is your work for right now. So you just like be positive. It's so good to be working. So just so you know, she's like, it's definitely just a time for you to, you know, like with Dave and I, sometimes we have to have time apart, even though we're still in the same house and everything, for us to focus on different things. So, and it's about having the comfortable space to be like, I need to go do this for me right now. Hey, I need this time to go do whatever. And just being comfortable in that space of even doing that and having the other person being okay with you going and doing whatever. Like, we all have stuff to work on, and we feel like a call for you to work on meditation. So Andrea, we're going to encourage you, follow Big Wave Sound Therapy and listen to some of his stuff. I'm telling you, it opened up so much for me, and we feel like it's trying to open up for you. And like, you have to do that by having time of meditation, like every day, a consistent time of doing that every day. Like before we had the hot tub, I would still go outside and sit out and be in the grass and meditate in the sun. Now I just do it in the hot tub in the water instead. But still, spending that time every day to meditate does so much for you. She's like, and are you asking how you can be of service? Like every day, I'm like, that's what I do. I'm like, how can I be of service today? Like today. So he's like, we're going to do a live at 1:00. Let's go. So here we are. So, Shanita, how are you doing? Did you have, so he says, do you have a question? Oh, yes. I channel Celia, which is like connected to like my higher self, Divine Mother. So like, yeah. And we're all about teaching what we've learned. Like that's my North Node, to like teach what I've learned. And that's the main thing we say, you know, as you go through this healing process, teach other people so it can help other people. You know what? We've heard a new thing, and you know what? I've decided, because we used to have a lot of tourmaline and stuff around, and you know what I told Dave? I want to take the tourmaline, I want to switch it out, and I want to put rose quartz where we have the tourmaline. Because you know what? Instead of being worried about the negative energy, I'm just going to have a positive love grid. And you know what? Nothing's coming through that. that's not of the highest and greatest good. So I've actually changed my perspective recently because we got like tourmaline. I have like, right now I don't think I have anything. I took it. I have a piece of obsidian in the window seal on each side of me. Besides that, I normally have a lot of stuff around me. I don't have any of it. Like, gotten rid of it. Just not using it in my day-to-day needs. And the thought of instead, I'm coming from a heart space, trying to work on heart living. And so I'm just projecting love, and the amount of love I'm projecting is just going to keep anything away. That's my plan. That's my guidance. So it's not even my plan. It was what I was guided to do. So that's what we're going to do. So me and Dave are already talking. There's a crystal show in like 2 weeks here in town. So we're going to go and get rose quartz for, because we have a little grid of our space. And the plant abundance is really phenomenal in that. So we are getting cards for you, Shanita, about you and Mike. And we're just using the cards Celia wanted to do. And right now we're using the Romance Angels. And you get the card of give your relationship a chance. So work on partnership. And you get the card of finances and career, which is financial issues are factors in your love life right now. Shanita, do you know where do you have your birth chart? Do you know where your Chiron is? So he's always very strong about, do you know where your Chiron is? Chiron is that key to your inner child healing. And normally we have one or the other thing out of balance, love or money. So we're going to ask, how is money going right now? She said it's normally one or the other. So, and is finances or career? Is he working on? What spiritual stuff are you working on? If you're not doing it, you're gonna. Are you meditating? Are you doing that? Are you doing your prayers? Are you sharing those with any, on any platform? Do you know you're being guided with that? Then you get the death card, which is total transformation of your life once you do that. And that's going to move the wheel forward. And you get the hermit. That's, 4 majors on the table. So it couldn't say you're being more divinely guided. And right now you're focused on the wrong thing. Have you thought of recording any? Yes. Do you record any of them? Do you do them recordings, you saying them? Like meditate a little bit and call in source to flow through you and be the conduit and just truly step and have the choice of doing that and be like, you're being called for such a higher purpose right now. Like this is like, you were meant to speak it, my dear. Yes, you're meant to speak it. Do you know where your Chiron is? Do you know where your North Node is? Sometimes things are kind of put on hold until we step into mission. Do you know where your North Node is? Do you know where your Chiron is? Like those are the keys to healing. And like literally as soon as I stepped into Chiron, I met Dave 6 weeks later, and it was the most whirlwind romance and a beautiful time. And it's been that way every day since. So course, we have our ups and downs, but we are just working the journey every day too. And if you found me, you're probably a twin flame, because that's what Dave and I are. And we talk about that energy regularly. So that would be my guess as well. And sometimes you have to be on that path and work in your path. And then that calls that energy in together. Because we feel like that person is definitely, there's definitely energy there with this person, because give your relationship a chance. But you have to follow this path. Try just recording a video of something that you write, like do a little meditation and listen to something. And then after you do that, push record on your phone and just record a little video of something. Upload it on YouTube. Do a short 1 minute. Do something really quick and easy. It's not that hard, really. Record it on your phone. Start getting stuff out there. Like, you are meant to be that inspiration for other people, from what you've heard to now, for you to shine the light and you to be that. And it's going to change your entire world and take you to such a higher place when you allow Source to say, let's do this meditation. Let's do this prayer. Let's, before I do this, I call in Celia, I call in Source, I call in Jesus, I call the Divine Feminine Mother in, I call it all in. I call the archangels in, I call my guides in, I call your guides in. I say anybody that I'm going to give a message to, their guides to be here to help understand the message. And you are being guided to now step up into a higher place. It's going to take you financially to a place that you never imagined you could be. On top of the world. Like, the wheel's right there. She's really balanced, standing on all those pinnacles. But like, try to record like something, meditate a little bit and say, allow Source to flow through me. Allow, whatever, whatever higher being you believe in, or even just your higher self. When I'm doing stuff, I'm like, Celia, be with me. These cards, this was me and Celia. You know what? I would have never done these by myself. Celia was like, we are doing a deck of cards. You know what? Celia's already got me and Dave doing a deck of affirmation cards. And she's got me doing another deck that we were dictating to Dave this weekend about this stuff that she wants in this new deck that we're going to do. Like, just following the guidance. And like, that's the feeling I get with you. It's asking you to step into mission. It's asking you to use your voice to help with the upliftment of others. Please join the journey. We need you. And a lot of times things won't move on, like in that relationship, until you step into mission. Like, I took one little step in. I did a Chiron class, and I was trying to figure it out, because at first I'm like, I don't even have none of this Chiron stuff. And then I got to kind of dig in a little deeper, and then I was like, oh, I got this, and oh, I got that, and oh, I got this, and started figuring it out. And you know what? I posted on my dating profile, energy healer, and my picture. I took everything else down because everybody I kept meeting needed energy work. So I was just like, I'll just be an energy healer. So put the energy healer out there. One toe in the water on that. Met Dave, right? He's like, what's an energy healer? And now we're almost at our 2-year anniversary. That's my guide flowing through me. That's not even me. I'm channeling completely. I'm 100% honest. It's not me. I personally wouldn't have it to get up here. This is when I'm up here, I'm 1000% channeling Celia completely. So that's who did the cards. So that's who does the readings. This is all Celia. So I'm just the conduit, which is what they're asking you to be. Let the message flow through you just the same. Like, and record it. Like, even if they're just like short, like videos, like we're doing card of the day for each sign and going through like for fire signs and earth signs, a couple of minute video for each. Like she's like, it's really like asking you, like, you must have a beautiful voice. You must have where's your Taurus? Where's your Gemini? I get Taurus because that's the throat, but Gemini is about communication. So where's your Taurus? Where's your Gemini? And of course, where's your Chiron and your North Nodes of the mission in this lifetime, which we feel maybe in one of those signs as well. So yeah, step into mission. When there's nothing else you can do but that, you're going to know. But we're just given, we love that we get to tell people, we get to give people a breadcrumb of where's the next way to go. So we're telling you, here's a little hint. Here's a little hint. Check it out. Try recording a little video and see if it doesn't surprise you. Do it and put it on TikTok. You'd be surprised at the reaction you get. Like, have you ever thought about being a content creator? And that seems to be the theme of the day. So have you thought about being a content creator? And literally, I wrote my list for what I wanted in my person. Like there was no shame in my game. Like I dated, I was married for 19 years and then I was single for 7 years. So in that time I dated and I knew what I did want and what I didn't want. So I wrote it down. Like I was very specific. Like I wanted this and I wanted this and I wanted this. And I only wrote the positive things, like only the what I did want, like, and focused on the what I did want. And like Dave is all of those things. So when we tell people to write it down, we're 1,000% serious. Write it down. Like mine's 2 pages. Dave's the whole list. Like I can't even express how much Dave's the whole like. And honestly, as far as stepping into mission, I'll say we gave Dave a challenge. Dave said he was going to start doing it. And so him and Celia had a talk and Dave's doing 90 videos for 90 days. So he's doing a video a day on some platform or another. So Dave did it for a week and because of his forward momentum and before he was having resistance and this and that, and he was letting go of a little of that resistance. And you know what happened? My channel doubled in size, more than doubled in size in a week. In the week he started doing videos on his own, my channel doubled with no correlation to that, except it changed the energy. So don't think that when you do the energy stuff, it doesn't affect that person. Because literally I went from 850 subscribers to 2,000 subscribers in a week because of him stepping into mission that much, posting a video a day. Even if some are longer videos and a couple of them are just shorts, and that's fine. Well, and everything Celia says I've done is a reference point. She's like, once that happens now, she's like, it's just a reference point. Know it. And then normally we have something to talk about it about. If we don't talk about it, you know what? It comes back around and we still get to talk about it because like Dave and I are on such a fast like energy thing right now. Like it's crazy. And as you're doing the stuff that happens, but like as you step into that mission, you would be surprised at how much it changes for that other person, Shanita. So all of that was part of that as well. So you said to tell you all that's going to come like by Dave doing that, it totally has changed my channel to where I'm like right there on the edge of, everything really being really good for my channel. I'm right on the edge of getting monetized. Everything's going well. So we're doing good. Hi, Be Vegan. Can I help you? It looks like you're spamming my chat, and my moderator will ban you if you continue. So is there something we can do for you? Do you need a card? Everybody has the right to choose whatever they want. We're all on our own path. So, yeah, I'm just going to do it. Look. Oh, well, I don't have to do it. Dave did it. Thanks, Dave. So, I see the R and the I, and my chat's not big enough to see. So, thank you. Can you post your question? Is it Richie? Yes. Do you have a question? Would you like a general? But literally for Dave, so you still got me with my book right here. Normally we've taken it back to my office by now, but she's been having me do stuff in here, in the sound studio. But like literally, I wrote 2 pages. Like, yes, I see. When I'm channeling Celia, it's through the eyes of Source, and Source just loves everybody. So we were trying to be kind and generous and not have that happen, and then Dave took care of it, so I didn't have to do it. So it was even better. So, because we just want a good experience for everybody, and we just like everybody to have respect. So, energy around moving to France. Okay. We are going to use the Sacred Destiny cards. You get the card of enlightenment. You get the card of fulfillment. You get the card of wonders. We would say yes. And you get the card of flow. Write your story down of how you would like it to be. Like, write it down. Like, your words are powerful. Like, I wrote my perfect mate. I have 2 pages. Like, I was specific. I knew what I did want. Say what you want about the new job, how it will help you, what it will benefit. You like, talk about it. Like, talk about it to somebody that truly only wants the best for you. Like, truly, like somebody that loves you. Like, normally a parent's really good because they always want, Thank you, Shanita. Have a wonderful day. If you record something and you want somebody to listen to it, my email is in the description box. You could send it to me. We would love to hear it. Maybe you could even do a collaboration with Dave where he's doing the bowls and you're doing the speaking, and do a collaboration together. But we feel like you have a gift that like to speak. So you just like speak, like. And sometimes people are going through the dark night of the soul. And if one person is, the other person is, you guys really mirror the energy. And you get the card of the 6 of Pentacles, or the 6 of Cups, and the 5 of Pentacles, which is, were you together with this person and then they're not around right now? Is this about moving back to that person? Because I saw you said twin flame. Like, Sometimes you have to go on your own part of the journey. You're going to get the enlightenment, fulfillment, the wonders, like, and are you getting woken up in the middle of the night? Because you're probably getting messages of guidance from source. They're really good about between 3 and 5 a.m. It's when the energy's the thinnest, where they can really communicate the best with you. And you get it's going to bring big transformation. Yeah, it's going to bring transformation as you're working and doing your healing and doing what's best for you. That person's going to go through transformation too. Yeah. You get the High Priestess, which is definitely about walking away and doing your own thing. And the Seven of Swords, which is definitely about walking away and doing your own thing. And the Seven of Wands, which is about putting up boundaries. And the Queen of Swords, which is definitely about cutting that off till you have to do it. Like, I'll just say recently, Celia's been about, you have to get on mission, like telling Dave he needs to get on mission by 2024. Like 2024 is in 3 months. She's like, you got to get on mission. And Dave just wasn't doing it. And we had been pushing Dave. And you know what? He wasn't doing it. The more we tried to push him to do mission, the more he wasn't doing it. So you know what? It was just making me not be happy overall. So you know what I did? I don't like how this is making me feel. So I'm going to take control of my stuff back. I'm going to worry about my energy. And I told Dave, I'm going to worry about my energy. We know my mediumship is opening up, and we know I'm going to have a career in that going forward. Dave knows that. I know that. Dave wasn't choosing to step on mission. So like everything was just stopped. And I was like, I'm tired of being on this pause because you don't want to do it. So I'm just going to have to go do me. I love you, but I have to go do my path. Had to go do me. And you know what? As soon as I said, you know what? I have to go do me. Dave and Celia did this thing, and he's doing a 90-day posting a thing. So oh, you wanted an angel. That was stay optimistic about your love life on the romance angels, apparently. I meant to grab this deck, and then I grabbed the other one. So be optimistic about your love life. As you're going through healing and enlightenment and transforming your life, that other person's going to go right along with it. You are a mirror if you're together or apart. You are definitely, that's what we had to decide to do, that we were going to step in our own path and just do it. Like me and Celia's like, we have stuff to do. If you don't want to do it, that's up to you completely. We just know what we have to do. And you get the card of meditation brings answers, and the card of don't stop. So we feel like this is going to go well for you. It's going to bring you a lot of flow, which is definitely going to, and the card under that, success. But you get the card of enlightenment. So it's really going to help through meditation to get you in a different place, especially if you're in a new environment. To like, it's all going to work out. Follow your path. It looks like you're definitely going to France. So, but write down the best things you want about it. Like you can bring it into like total alignment with everything you want by clearly knowing what you do want. Like, as you know what you do want, you know what you don't want. So, it's what we've learned. And literally, we like, you are very welcome, and keep working on your path. But meditate more. And you'll find some really powerful places to meditate. No, everything happens in the right time. And here's the statement. I heard from Mel Robbins the other day and it really hit home with me. What if it all works out? Say that. What if it all works out? I mean, seriously, what if it all works out? It always does. Have you ever listened to Abraham? Everything's always working out. If it's not where you want it, it's not done. It's always working out. In the end, everything always works out for you. So no, oh yeah, everything's always working out. Mel Robbins does this thing where she gets up and every day the first thing she does is go high five herself in the mirror. So that way she's just starting her day on a positive note. Love doing that. Like something I do. Like we're on this journey too, so we just are teaching what we're learning. That's why we have all the reference points. So we can teach what we learn. So we've done an hour and 11 minutes. So I think I'm going to take a little break. I may be back later. I did post a message of the day. If you would like, you can always go see what's there and get a message free there. And we hope everyone has a great day. Thank you so much. Bye.